Good afternoon. Spencer Ross with One Step Forward, and I hope you're doing well. Took some time off. I graduated school, drove back home, saw a bunch of people on the way back home, starting to put stuff away and stuff like that. So I had to take some time off, and I had to finish up a program when I got back, and so I need to focus on that, right? Responsibilities. Focus on that so that I could be effective and get that done. That's done. Now I can start doing videos again, because if you overwhelm yourself, are you going to be as effective as you can be as a leader? There's only so much time that you have in the day, so much stress that you can add to your life. So manage that appropriately and take things in small steps. Empathy. Empathy. This is a hard word to not necessarily describe, but sometimes to give examples of. So, as a leader, if you ask for help, are you weak? No, you're not. As a person, if you ask for help, are you weak? No. It takes courage to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. So, is searching things up on the internet a way to ask for help? Yeah, I didn't know the best way to describe it. Some of the other words like work hard, or terms, work hard, well, that's an easy one, right? I don't have to look up some examples of working hard. This one, I needed to help, so I looked it up. What does empathy mean? According to Hodges and Myers in the Encyclopedia of Social Psychology, empathy is often defined as understanding one's experience by imagining oneself in that other person's situation. And then in another one, sympathy versus empathy. Empathy is shown in how much compassion and understanding we can give to another. Sympathy is more of a feeling of pity for another. So, a close friend of mine, her mom died. And it sucks. But her mom has had dementia for the last 8 years. In the last year and a half, she has had no idea of who's around her. She can't tell you if the person that's helping her is a nurse, or her daughter, or her granddaughter. She broke her hip within the last week of dying. Like, it was hard. But it still hurts the person who's watching that. Like, she knows that her mom is gone. It's just the physical body's there, the mind is gone. Well, I'm talking to her on the phone. How do I try to say that sucks? Well, I use my words, right? That's all I can do at that time. And that's sometimes going a little bit with sympathy, but I'm having, as much as I can, showing how much compassion and understanding that I can give to my friend. And sometimes that's all you can do. But are you calling people on the phone and having that conversation? Are you spending time in people's lives? The shootings that keep happening. What is a common thing that keeps coming up with them? They feel alone. All right. Is it your responsibility to take on the world and try to make sure nobody feels alone? No. But if we're taking care of our family as much as we can, if we're taking care of our neighbors as much as we can, and if we're taking care of our community as much as we can, then that will help. Is it my responsibility or your responsibility or someone else's responsibility to get help wait, we talked about that. To get help if we need it? Yeah, and it's okay to get help. I just need a little bit of help. I went online and I searched empathy because I had trouble being able to give a presentation. As a leader, you're not going to be perfect. It's going to be hard. You're going to call people on the phone, you're going to be excited about something, and then someone's going to tell you, my mom died. And you're going to say, dang it, I'm sorry. And they're going to say, it's okay, because she's been gone for a year and a half. And when I visit the person that looks like my mom, I know As much as that's my mom, that's not my mom. So all the stuff she does, all the things she says, that's not her. She's been gone for a long time. She has no memory of anybody. The funeral was very nice, and lots of people came who knew her, and that was great. Um, but it was hard, and that's okay. People matter in our lives. Whether we like them or not, people matter. So when we're trying to show empathy, that is defined as understanding a person's experience by imagining oneself in that person's situation. So maybe the phrase walk in the person's shoes applies to that. What are we doing? How are we showing that? Are we being involved with people? Again, as a leader, there's lots of things, lots of attributes, lots of terms, lots of actions that define leadership. Are we bringing all of those together? That's up to you. You're the leader that you want to be. You're responsible for your own actions. Can you help mentor someone? Can you influence someone's actions and them be affected by what you're doing? Yeah. But are we imagining ourselves like, hey, that person won the prize and I wanted that. I wanted that job. But can we be happy for that person? Yeah, we can. We can celebrate their success. And then maybe in a little bit, when our emotions have calmed down and in the appropriate time, hey, Bobby, how did you get that promotion? I entered for it too, and I'm glad you got it. But can you help mentor me so that, maybe your promotion is leaving the company and to get that promotion in another place? Who knows? Maybe there's a different spot down the line. But are we happy for other people? Are we imagining ourselves in that person's shoes so that if we need to cry with them, we can? If we need to celebrate with them, we can. Spencer Ross is one step forward. And as you go through this week, are you imagining yourself in someone else's shoes? Are you giving them that space in your life so that you can be the most effective leader? Have a great week.